I'm beautiful in my way because God makes no mistakes. I'm on the right track, baby. I was born this way. Greetings, Pisces, all placements. I believe this is Lady Gaga, so I kept hearing born this way. Pisces, some of you are like frustrated. You're like, why did I have to be born this way? You could also be dealing with a strong Aquarius, or you could have Aquarius in your chart, or you could think you are a Pisces if your birthday is February 22nd to March 14th, but in Vedic sidereal, which is true astrology where the stars actually were in the sky, you're actually an Aquarius, so you need to watch that reading. You could also be dealing with someone, though, who, same, in the same energy. You could be dealing with another Pisces, a Cancer, an Aries, Taurus, or a Virgo, or someone who has strong placements. Now, I was also hearing all of the lyrics in that song. There's nothing wrong with loving who you are because he made you perfect, babe. Hold your head up, you'll go far. You're beautiful in your way. God makes no mistakes. You're on the right track, baby. You're born this way. So don't hide yourself in regret. Just love yourself and you're set. So for a lot of my Pisces, you need to fully embrace who you are. You just need to love who you are. It's going to tick some people off, but as I said in Aquarius' reading, you can be the most juicy, ripe peach in the world and someone's still gonna hate peaches. So it just is what it is. People, it's like you're danged if you do, danged if you don't. So you may as well just love who you are, Pisces. Someone is really triggered by you and your authentic nature. Someone is really triggered by your duality. Someone is really triggered by your sensuality, by your level of comfort with yourself because they're just not comfortable with themselves. You can be, if you're a manly, like masculine man, but you're really comfortable in your energy, you could like painting your nails or something, and someone could be like, you can't be a masculine straight man and paint your nails, and someone could be like, yes, actually I can. You could also be a very feminine woman, and yet at the same time, maybe you're really fit, you're a professional athlete, you do something where people are heck bent on trying to make you super masculine, but you're not. You're actually very feminine. You carry yourself with grace. You have excellent, oh my gosh, what was it called in the old days whenever they had girls take like classes on being like classy? It's called something. You just have proper etiquette. You know how to really carry yourself as a woman, yet at the same time, you're more athletic than a lot of men. And so that's really triggering to some people out here. It's like, how can she be so beautiful and so feminine, and yet she's so powerful, she's so strong? That really takes someone off. It's really triggering someone. Someone can also be like, you can't be pure and genuine and sober and yet be so naturally seductive or sensual. You have to be a whore. You have to be hiding, certain things behind the scenes. You have to be living this other life. And it's like, no. Or, with me, it's like, you can't be enjoying pole dancing and not be a S worker or a stripper. It's like, but I'm not. I just enjoy that for exercise, and it's a very beautiful art. And so there's someone here, Pisces, that's really triggered just by who you are. Okay, now I'm hearing, I don't care who you are, where you're from, what you've done, as long as you love me. So you could be having someone come in, Pisces, who is just like, I love all of you. I love all of your multi-dimensions. It doesn't scare me that you're really strong and yet you're really feminine. It doesn't scare me that, for a lady to a guy, that you're really masculine, but maybe like painting your nails or wearing eyeliner or something. Like there's something here that's just different. That's artistic. Now, I was also hearing Back on Track. Now in the horse world, Back on Track is a brand. Someone here could need to use like magnetic therapy, magnetic blankets, or PEMF, pulsed electromagnetic therapy. Someone needs to use that like on their body, or if you have an animal, that would be a really good therapeutic benefit for your pet. I was also hearing Bach, like Sebastian Bach, Johann Sebastian Bach. Now it's funny, his birthday was March 31st. So in Vedic sidereal, he actually is a true Pisces. He lost 11 of his 12 kids, sadly enough. So for some of my Pisces, my condolences if you have had deep loss when it comes to that. There's nothing like losing one of your own. So there is something here where there is a lot of loss in a certain Pisces life that I'm rooting for. And it's one of those things where it makes you as an artist be able to connect with people who otherwise would feel so lost and disconnected in this world. One of the things that Bach was really known for was his richness of spirit and his, he was one of the best composers, but his works always had really richness of spirit and also had an emotional resonance to people. People felt like a depth of emotion in his works, and he was a master at being able to convey certain emotions and make people feel things that they couldn't really describe through language, but music is a language in itself. And so it's like he had an art for making people feel seen and heard in their pain, in their loss, in their grief. And it's like he really can only access that level of grief in his art because of his loss. So for some of my Pisces, if you're like, why have I gone through so much loss? What's going on in my life? Why is life so unfair? It's not. You're actually meant to be an impeccable artist. And these are initiations into making your art that much more meaningful so you can touch more lives, so that you can help more people, because God knew that you actually have the capability to not just let that loss completely take you out, but to actually transform you and to create. So whether you're a musician, an artist, you are an artist in some way, and you need to own your craft at this time. God's definitely calling you out and saying you're being called to the front lines, Pisces. Someone here can be triggered by that. I was also hearing The World According to Garp, which is a really sad, interesting book. It's by John Irving. Someone's name could be John or Irving or with a J or an I, Jason, Jordan, anything like that, I-E-N. I don't know, a bunch of I names, so I don't know someone with that. But the book basically is about the struggle of becoming an artist or an entrepreneur, and whether it's meaningful to pursue or worthy to pursue that path. It's like it also covers gender roles, which is interesting because I was talking about that at the very beginning of this reading. So it has like, they just have a different self-expression that makes people label them a certain way. And it's not fair because it's like, no, that's just like a color. That's a color of someone's personality, but it's not who they are, and it's not their identification. Also, the book has a lot of infidelity in it, so my condolences if some of my Pisces have dealt with infidelity, and that's something that's kind of plaguing your bloodline. There's also, crossing the rainbow bridge, so there is loss, which we just talked about with Bach. So for some of my Pisces, you are dealing with these things. Okay. Some of my Pisces, you do have a message coming in. Someone from the past, a blast from the past, does want to connect with you, but you are being told... I don't want to say leave it on red, but leave it on red. You also have clowns in the industry. So whatever industry you're in, you do have people who are higher up, hoity-toity, who are holding you back, who know that you actually are much more intelligent, that your art is much richer than theirs. They can kind of be doing like a haha, if you're so good, then why don't you have as many followers as me or whatever? And it's like, because you're not selling your soul, and it's because people have been purposefully holding you back. And at the same time, it is what it is. So I don't know, you can have clowns that are trying to rub certain things in your face, and at the same time, it's like these are people who chase fame, but they really aren't that talented, or they just did weird things to get their way to the top. They didn't really earn it through their sheer talent or any sort of integrity of their soul. And it's like these people, you have people who are much higher up watching you, examining you, knowing darn well that you are exponentially more pure, exponentially more talented, exponentially deeper than these people are, and yet they're holding you back. And at the same time, they're stressed because they can't have access to you, because it's like you've peeped them. Like, you are Pisces, you're incredibly intuitive, so it's like you've peeped them, and you're doing it in like a graceful way. It's not like you're being mean about it. You're just like, no, you're not taking me seriously, you're not really here, you're not courting me, you're not doing anything, and I also see that you're not helping me out when you definitely could help me out. But I can be cordial, and you can stay on your side of the fence, and I'll stay on my side of the fence over here. So there's definitely something like that going on as well, Pisces. There could be someone, again, who has some sort of fame, some sort of notoriety or platform, who does want to come in and give you a love offer. For some of my Pisces, someone does see you as a mother or as an Empress energy, worthy of marriage. Someone does want to take a chance on you. The thing is, Pisces, is someone can be coming in acting like they want all of this and knowing full darn well that you are worthy of all of this, but they could come in and then turn around and leave. Even though they can like recognize that they deeply care for you, but they don't have like staying power. There's not deep commitment here. This can also be someone who like still lives with roommates. Like, they don't really have anything to show for it. It's like some of my Pisces, it's like you bought a house before this person who has, so much more money and so much more fame and so much more fortune than you. And it's like, okay, then why are you still renting a room and living like a bunch of boys in a frat house? And Pisces bought a house when they were, it's like there's some weirdness going on here, Pisces, where it's really just not equally yoked. Your advice is to just keep to yourself and focus on your work, and it's just not quite the season of love at this time. Bless you.